Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early December 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business here. We're going to get it going with a couple of oracle cards just to test the energy for the beautiful and gorgeous Leo collective in early December. I really hope you're all doing well. So my God, Spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for Leo, please, in early December? And yeah, we're just going to breeze through these first cards real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot spread itself. And at the very end, we're going to pull out that Shadowland tarot deck and pull a bonus spread for you, just to see what type of shadow work you might want to lean into in this time. And those spreads are always very interesting. So I hope you enjoy it. There's much for you to consider and think about. Okay, we got our first oracle out here. This is big action right here, or big decision movement. We'll talk about that. Strong, powerful feminine energy. And we have the Fool card. Yeah, there might be heavy action in the air here, Leo. And I've been seeing that in recent weeks as well. Now, before we fully dive into these cards, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Now, into the reading we go. This first card, you see that very strong, powerful woman in battle armor pointing in a certain direction. So I always feel like this is somebody either making up their mind about something or wanting to go get something or wanting to go do something. It's a big urge. It's a big want for action. So you might be feeling a little more revved up than usual. Makes sense because in recent weeks, I've been seeing a lot of fire and air energy around the Leo collective. So you might be filled with motivation in this time, or there's something you're wanting to do or attain. Interesting, if you look down in the box, this lady is pointing at this Fool card. Now, some of you might be tied to an Aries. If not, you know what the Fool represents. Now, this isn't a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck, but I feel like the same archetypes of the Fool still remain in this card. So new cycles, new adventures, wanting to go off in some sort of new cycle, whatever it may be for you. Okay, so a new beginning could be heavy within your mind. A fresh start could be heavy within your mind as well. But the Fool is always a warning about planning things properly, and I've been seeing that theme with all the fire signs recently as well. The importance of making a plan, not doing things too spontaneously, is the warning that we get with this Fool card. But there could be some big action coming in with both of these cards. We'll see what tarot has to say, though. Let's jump into that, because this doesn't make or break the reading. I say it every week, but we're going to shuffle it up here one time for you, Leo, and we're going to get you three in the upright before we intuitively clarify. So my guides, talk to me. What do we have for my beautiful Leo friends here in early December? Now, last week's reading was titled A Big Karmic Shift, or A Karmic Shift. The week before that was an emotional explosion. So as I've said a little earlier, there's a lot of action-based, there was a lot of fire and air, a lot of movement. So if things haven't been changing quickly in life, there's that karmic vibe that the universe could be moving cycles around in the background, okay? And karma can stick around in readings for quite a while. But we'll see what we have this week. You know the energies are always shifting and changing, so let's see what we have for Leo. My gods, I'm not going to blab too much about the past couple of weeks because we could get something completely different. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups in position number 1. I see her as a positive card. She's kind of complex in nature, though, and I'll speak about her. That could absolutely be the energy of somebody else. All right. Yeah, 4 of Wands, the 11-11 card. Beautiful. So it's looking pretty positive thus far, Leo. Let's get one more here. What do we got for Leo, please? Thank you. Oh, wow. 6 of Wands as well. Leo, this is looking pretty positive. I'll say that. But, you know, before we really get into it too much, I'm just going to give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicier intuitive stuff. But just on the surface here, before we even clarify, we have 2 of the most positive cards in the tarot deck in this spread, so I say that's a very good thing, regardless of what clarifies it. But position number 1, the Queen of Cups, a very nurturing, loving, caring, feminine energy. You might be tied to a water sign whenever she shows up. So we do think of mother figures, and this could be any person in your life for sure, even if they're not a water sign. But the big thing I always think about with this queen, she's a good shoulder to lean on. She's somebody that you can speak to. But notice that she's always holding that cup very close to her chest. This is somebody that feels extremely deeply. This is somebody that's holding something in. Okay, so maybe in this time, that's how you're feeling. You might want to say something. You might want to do something. You might be holding something within you. Or this could be somebody you're tied to for sure. But we'll see when we clarify what that's all about. moving over though, lots of fire. We have the 4, we have the 6 of Wands, beautiful energy. Now the 4 of Wands, when I see this card, I always think of number signs and omens from the universe. So you might be receiving a lot of synchronicities and numbers, the universe showing you things. But this is a very stable type of card. It could also put a magnifying glass on the home front, like literally matters of the home and family. But it is very, very stable, and it's a card of celebrations. Once again, it fits the theme of the season, like get-togethers, parties, you know the deal. But we're going to keep it moving because it can really be anything, especially when we get down to the clarifying. On the back end, we got the 6 of Wands, victory. If you see the version of this card that we have right now, you see that dude there, he has his arms wide open up in the air, celebrating some sort of victory. So next to a celebratory card like this 4 of Wands, whatever it is you're focused on right now, whether it is romantic things, business things, personal life, you name it, there's good energetic possibilities here. Now, yes, we still do have to clarify, but this is a big card of victory, triumph. So I want to get down to the nitty gritty. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify now. So we'll place that there. We're going to shuffle it up one more time here for you, beautiful Leo. See what's going on for my friends, my guides, talk to me. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Queen of Cups first and foremost. And yes, the box is here so you could play along, especially if you know how to read tarot yourself. If you're feeling any messages and you want to share with your collective, just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So let's see what this Queen of Cups is about, please, for Leo. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Thank you. That was super quick. Okay, yeah, 4 of Pentacles. So whatever is being held within could linger for a while. If there's something that you are holding in, whether it's an emotion, whether you're wanting to say something to somebody, give them a piece of your mind, you might want to bite your tongue for a little bit longer. That's what this is telling me. Now, if you're having communication issues with somebody else, that can possibly persist, because the Queen of Cups and then the 4 of Pentacles, it's very like grounded. It's like somebody not letting go of something as well. So I'm just getting that inner clamped down type of vibe. So it could be withholding emotions as well. Okay, so there might be an emotion you're trying to subdue. There might be a feeling that you're trying to just push down, push away. But if there is something you've been wanting to express, now might not be the right time to express it. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's the main intuitive vibe this is making me feel. Now, I'm not going to get into all the other alternate meanings. I always say you could do further research on all this, and I always suggest that. But this is a very juicy beginning. Like, there's a lot of things this could mean. But we're going to keep it moving to the 4 of Wands. See what that's about. This is a very clamped down energy in the beginning, though, for sure. And it could be somebody you're just linked to. So let's see what's up with that 4. Why is the 4 of Wands here? Leo, please. Why is the 4 of Wands? Thank you. Okay, yeah. All right, we have the World in reverse. So talking about cycles, that kind of links in with what we had in the very beginning with like this woman and the Fool card we had, all about the cycles of life, the adventures of life. Now, the world itself can speak about matters of the world, like what's going on. That might be a big focus or something that you're trying to even like push away. But when I see this, and the world is a very dense card, it has a lot of symbolism, and aside from the cycles of life, it is once again karmic, it is shifting, it is universal and spiritual to me. So when I see it under the 4 of Wands, like I said, you're going to absolutely want to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities of the universe in this time. Spirit might be trying to direct you down a very certain path. Now, I'm still feeling the positive energies pushing through this overall. And of course, the world could talk about a better time from the past that you might be reminiscing on as well. But the main intuitive vibe that this is telling me with this karmic spiritual energy is that keep your eyes wide open for omens and signs from the universe, for sure. Because the world indicates powerful ones. So your spirit might really be trying to guide you in a certain direction. Okay. And that includes dreams, like very lucid dreams and all sorts of synchronicities. You know, they're pretty much endless. So use your own discretion with that. We're going to see what's up with this 6 of Wands, though. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow work. So why is the 6 of Wands here for the Leos, please? What's up for you? Quick. Yeah. Five of Swords, yeah, miss me with that nonsense type of energy. The Five of Swords in reverse under the Six of Wands. And you might really be full on ignoring or pushing away that negativity in this time. Now, of course, nobody likes to live in negativity. And even if you're cross-watching, this could apply. It's that fire-air combination we have here on the back end. But as I was already saying, nobody likes to live in misery. Nobody likes to live in negativity. But you could really be putting the blinders on to any haters, or, and I just don't want to say haters like we're singling out as an individual, but you just might not be about drama or games or BS whatsoever, like fully focused on what it is that makes you happy, what your Six of Wands is, what you want to achieve. Okay, because the Five of Swords could be a conflict-based card. It could be a card of narcissist as well. But showing up in reverse under a card of victory and triumph, I feel somebody possibly overcoming the odds. Okay, so the energy of a win, victory, triumph is still in play here. Okay, and there's a powerful energy sweeping in through this spread as a whole. But yeah, you just might not be about games or BS or people's negativity. And it makes sense to me. Extra in this time for sure. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, my beautiful friends. If you kindly look down in the box before we get into the shadow work. Position number 1, we have the Queen of Cups with the Four of Pentacles in the upright. As I said, if there's something that you've been feeling deeply, something you've been wanting to say or get off your chest, now might be the time to just like keep it within for now. Like, I'm a big proponent of voicing your opinions, or if there's something you need to get off your chest, to do it. But that's what this is telling me right now. Like, you might not want to speak that piece in this time. This could also be somebody you're having communication issues with, very clamped down, and it could be a hidden emotion of some kind. Moving to the center, we got the Four of Wands with the World in reverse. Yes, it can be reminiscing about better times. It is the season for that. But the main vibe this was making me feel with the strong karmic spiritual energy is pay attention to the signs from spirit, the numerology signs, the synchronicities in life, even dreams. Like, those could be guiding you down a very specific path. So pay attention to those powerful omens that the universe is trying to show you. Moving to the very back end, we got the Six of Swords with the Six of Wands, pardon me, with the Five of Swords in reverse. Somebody fully focused on their victories, wins, triumphs, doing what they got to do to overcome the odds. So you might just not be about nonsense, games, or BS, just focusing on your happiness. And that feels positive to me. Overall, this is a positive spread. So please take a screenshot of that. We're going to get into the shadow work now with the Shadowland Tarot. I'd say that was pretty good, my Leo friends. Let's shuffle this up one time. And I've been giving this description each week with the Shadowland Tarot. It's a darker illustrated deck. Okay, and that's good for the purpose that we're using it for, because we want to look at the darker sides of the cards when we're doing shadow work. We want to confront it face to face. So I will be going towards the darker underbelly of these cards, just so you know. And that's perfectly fine, my friends. Only take it if it hits, of course, but let's get 3 out here. What shadow work should Leo be looking into in this time? Okay, 8 of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, double 8s. So talk about number signs. We're seeing it even in the shadow work. So I'm going to triple down on that message. We got the 8 of Pentacles here in position number 1. We got the 8 of Wands in position number 2. Let's get one more card out here. Imagine if it's 888. That would be crazy. Thank you. All right, not 888, but we got the 6 of Wands showing up once again. So we have a repeat from the main spread, the victory, the triumph. But let's talk about these, because remember, we're looking at the negative connotations of these cards, which is fine. Now, the 8 of Pentacles, it could be a couple of different things when I look at the darker side. This could be somebody that is too motivated. This could be somebody that's a little bit of a workaholic. But on the extreme other opposite end of this could be somebody that can't quite get up the motivation to do something. So beware in this time, those types of shadows might creep up, whether you just are having energy issues, you can't quite get up the energy to see something through, or you're just putting too much energy into one specific task. That's in the shadows in this time. Now, moving to the 8 of Wands. Once again, a very fast-moving card, and I'm seeing that dynamic of either super speed or not enough, because that's a similar message we have here. Now, this is also a card of speaking one's mind, and there might be something you really, really need to get off your chest or say. This is a big card of communication, and we were seeing it within the spread itself with that Queen of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, all right? I see a big focus on the temper when I look at the negative aspects of this card. Someone that just lets those verbal arrows fly. So once again, there could be something that you said you didn't mean to say, or somebody could have said something to you that they didn't quite think through. These are the vibes I'm thinking of. But once again, we have the repeating 8s. Keep those number signs and synchronicities in mind. Moving to the 6 of Wands. Yes, it's important to look at victories, look at those triumphs that we are speaking about, but this can be a little warning about the ego when we look at the negative aspects of the 6 of Wands. So it's always important to keep those things in check. It's good to win. It's good to get what you want and be victorious, but don't rub it in the face of others, okay? And this could easily be someone that's done that to you in the past as well, showing up here. Like, haha, I told you so, haha. That might come up in this time, so beware of that. And Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Just watch out for it if it applies, but don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. For the December subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 lucky winners at random to either choose between a free personal reading with myself or a copy of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card makes you happy whenever you see it pop out in the spread. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.